Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are we all? Hello, hello, hello. It's Thursday. And here we are again. Hello. How are we all doing? I'm knackered. Straight off the back of FFS 5 and then straight to work. And now here we are, it's Thursday already. Hello, 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 my lovelies. How are we all doing? Who's here? Who's here? Hello, hello. You scared me. That voice came out of nowhere. Good. My work here is done. Hey, Jam, how you doing, mate? Hello, my little sausage splicers. My little Cumberland pies. How are we? Silver says, I'm more of a nervous DM this day, rewriting my old homebrew campaign. Ooh, excellent, excellent. Hello, Nathan. Catherine will be along momentarily. How wonderful. Steve, good evening. How are you? Nathan, thank you very much. 29 months, mate. 28-month streak. How wonderful. Please enjoy your free emotes and, of course, your ad preview. As always, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Hello, so how are we? How are we since last week? A lot has gone on. A lot has gone on. Lindsay and Jason and I went down to Fighting Fantasy Fest 5. Steve subscribed 30 months. Good lord, man, thank you very much. Much appreciated, as always. And Trace is here as well. Hello, Trace, how you doing, my darling? Good to see you, good to see you. Yeah, so Lindsay and Jason and I head off down on Thursday to Londinium. Probably have seen the photographs. Yeah, it's absolutely rocking. It's good fun. What did we do? Wandered around for a bit on Friday, playing the officially acclaimed MMO Final Fantasy 14. Rather excellent, marvelous, marvelous. Tired but happiest I've been cuddling with a Bengal cat, says Silver. Most excellent. And Kath has regenerated their sub for 25 month streak as well. My darlings, thank you very much. Hello, people. Indeed, 93% of the way to us. Subbed. Wow, good level 1 sub. Good lord, good lord. Hey, Steve, other Steve, how are you doing? Good to see you. Good to meet you. Both you and James, of course, whilst we were in London. Yeah, so what do we do? Friday night, everybody else went off to the pub for the old beer-o, but of course it's an 18 over pub only. James went, I know, a few other people. And oh, good lord, Tracy, thank you very much, my darling. 100% hype train. Woohoo! Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. My payment came out this week, so there's money is on their way to you. Oh, my lord, thank you, thank you. If you are and do wish to continue subs, now is the time to do it, because this is September, which you can get up to 30% off if you do up to 6 months in one go. So just bear that in mind over the next few weeks if you want to. Bloody hype trains, I know, typical, isn't it? Oh, guys, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. About to beat your last record. Keep up the support, it says. Good lord, who can do that? If only my wife and child were listening. Imagine that. Imagine that. They don't. They're useless. Absolutely useless. But never mind. Do that, and yeah, so Friday night we met up with a few people. I'm excited for the next Monday that I will have English breakfast and a shepherd's pie. Ooh, why is that? Are you coming over here? Are you coming over to the UK, Silver? That would be fantastic to find that out. We are what did we do on Friday? So a couple of people met up with us. We went out for dinner, went back to the hotel and played Death Trap Dungeon, which was good fun. We've just been watching a YouTube video series of people going around Scotland on the train. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. A veritable feast indeed. And then on Saturday, so I had one of the guys, Drossi, who drops in from here. His name's Ben. He came over from the States. So he came out and had dinner with us on Friday night. And then, came back to the hotel with a few drinks, good laugh and a good natter. Monday is the 16th and your birthday. Oh, congratulations. Congratulations. Happy birthday. Happy birthday for Monday. Yeah, and then on Friday, got up, headed down. I was slightly later than I anticipated, but we got in about 10 past 9. It was absolutely rammed. what appeared to be the queue to get in actually was the queue for Ian signing. So that was a kind of a bit. Hey Sam, how you doing? Welcome in, mate. Welcome in. Yeah, it was all going swimmingly. And then what else did we do? I was volunteering. So I was working. I actually worked down there. It was a wonderful day. Thanks to the chat. Didn't get one with the. No, I know. Silly Ken. To continue with the fact that he's filming and you're stood in the queue, in the signing queue behind him, and he didn't even notice. It was, I find, quite hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. But yeah, good fun indeed. I'm trying to find out where's my stuff. There's me. There's my channel. Yeah. So yeah, I got a special T-shirt. Did I see Jonathan? Yes, I did. Yes, because as I said, I was working, so I was lucky enough to get to work there with everybody, directing people around, shoving them into queues and things, and it was all good fun. That stupid thing again. My bloody thing's gone crazy. Why is that doing that? Oh, stupid thing. I had hoped to do something. Never mind. The hilarious thing was I was watching his Edra broadcast to alleviate boredom in the queue. I know. And that was the funny thing. It's like, who's watching? And he said, Jam's watching. I said, but isn't he in? And then I turned around and I could see behind me. So I thought it was hilarious. So yes, I was kind of ushering people around and helping keep the queues and things in line, and it was good fun. Missed a few bits and pieces. Didn't get around as many people as I'd hoped, but never mind. Still got a few bits and pieces. So many distractions. My friend challenged me to write a pirate book. Wow, that's cool. Yeah. So went throughout the day, saw a few bits and pieces. Got. How do we do? Let's do this. Let's flip this over here for now. Let's go here. Got Ken's book, so I bought a copy of that. So he brought that down for me, of which he has signed both his pen name, Loquacious Macabre, and Ken Boyton as well, which is lovely. There's what else did we get? I've got Ollie Mack's Tomes of Terror. The Transylvania one, so that's signed. That's all, so we're going to play that at some point as well. I got a sample of Ken's adventure book, which is coming out. It's a Kickstarter for that. Really, level 1 hype train. Congratulations, emotes to everybody. We will do this. So this is a 30 segment sampler, to which again, it worked. James, it worked. He signed them. So hooray. So we'll cover that at some point. I got Mr. Fry's brand new guide checklist. I got what else did we get? We bought a copy of Steve Jackson's Fist, which is the fighting interactive stuff by telephone, which was done, which is quite amazing. I've got a whole lot of other stuff in here. So we got our lanyards. We've got our what do you call them? Thingy that hangs on the lanyard. But also in here, there's stuff that we want. So there was a raffle in the evening, and Lindsay bid for the Tasks of Tantalon, which is very, very well, quite rare. And so that was about 30 quid, I think. We paid for that. The solution to it went for about 150. But I now know who has the solution. So if we get stuck, not knowing how to play it or how to solve it, I know somebody to get in touch with to help solve it, which is great. What else did we do? We got another thing that Lindsay bid on, which is absolutely bonkers. This cost about 50 quid. Was a whole bunch of stuff signed by Ian. So there's a book plate for Fighting Fantasy 3. Sorry, Fighting Fantasy Fest 3 exclusive book plate, number 24 of 100. So that's cool, signed. You and the Bureau Stout of the Pit, Fighting Fantasy Fest 2 beer mat, signed. Fighting Fantasy Fest 3 beer mat, signed. What was this? The Dutch version or something of City of Thieves, signed. It's a little calendar. Some cards from this is artwork for Death Trap Dungeon, the new releases. That's Return to Firetop Mountain. My favourite, Blood of the Zombies. Nice proper postcard. And the Shape Changer again, which is the ones that you got out with the Fighting Fantasy Club, which ran in 2005, of which I have an original one signed up to, and also the innard of the IDOS game, which is pretty cool, and a bookmark that I actually got from Ian originally in 2005 in Cheltenham. Got another one signed. So all of that, all memorabilia, bits and pieces, and then the Fist game and a whole load of other stuff there as well, and of course a copy of Dungeon on Blood Island, which is the new book. So all of that to be played at some point down the line. So there you go. That's pretty much all the bits and pieces we got. Actually, where's the 2 seconds? It should be inside here. There it is. The Fighting Fantasy Fest 5 guide. Lots of all the bits and pieces. So there we are. There's the cover of Return to the Dungeon on Blood Island. All the people who were there. Bits and pieces about the day. I mean, these themselves are absolutely gorgeous. All the talks that happened. So I saw Steve Jackson's Fist. Saw Dave Morris and Jamie Thompson talk. I saw Ian McKay talk. Then I had to go away and do. I was in the signing queue, so I didn't see Designing Dark Dungeons or the Monster Makers, unfortunately, because I really. Oh no, I saw the Monster Makers because I was working the AV for that one, and then I missed Paul Mason. Then we saw Death Trap Dungeon live with Ian and John, and then on to the Darkroom again once more. Lots of signings were happening, of which we have. So we got people who were around. So Paul, who was painting the Pandemonium miniatures, lovely guy, got him to sign the book there. John and Ian signed. John signed there, and then everybody else has signed throughout the book as they've got to their bits. There we are. So there's Ian McCaig, Geraldine Cook, who commissioned the Fighting Fantasy books in the first place. Malcolm Barter, a lovely guy. Alan Langford, excellent. Duncan Smith, lovely. And Tony Howe, absolutely brilliant guy, absolutely brilliant. And Mark Gascoigne didn't get to meet properly. Jamie Thompson, again, crazy man. Peter Dovell-Evans, didn't see him. Paul Mason, lovely. Steve Williams, Dave Morris, excellent. Keith wasn't there. And then Jonathan himself. So there we go. There's the keepsakes for down the line. So that is the haul from FFS 5 this year. And also green spine dice to go with everything else. Thank you very much for telling me all about this wonderful best viewers, Mr. or Ms. or Stuff of Power Red. But no, thank you. Please do not be offended when I ban you, because we have a zero tolerance on hawkers here. So thank you very much and goodbye. Yes, gutted I didn't get a chance to talk to Dave Morris. He loses me more than Ken. Should have asked you to get me the loading anxiety mug from Johnny so that he didn't have it. He barely had anything with him. I think you have to get them off his Redbubble shop. He just had like literally about 8 t-shirts with him, ranging from small, and then the next size up was 4XL, 5XL, 6XL. So that was it. There was one small and a few 4XLs, 5XL and a 6XL. But that was it. That was it. As John doing as usual. Turned up with stuff because he was all over the place, because he finished at the festival 2 weeks ago, nearly 3 weekends ago now. Then did PAX Seattle, so flew out to the States and then back again. Was unwell for a few days and then off to this, and he's just all over the place. So there we go. That's a quick roundup of Fighting Fantasy Fest 5, and long may Fighting Fantasy Fest 6 start the wheels turning for that to happen. Just going to put these over here for now, out of the way, so I don't damage them. So yeah, so that was that, and it was good fun. I was knackered. I didn't get to see as many people as I like. I got 0 photos, just because I was working. There was a few people who should have been working but were doing other things, and I think that kind of threw it out a little bit. Yeah, UK to Seattle, back to the UK, that sounds painful. Absolutely, 100%. Zero tolerance policy in hawkers unless they're selling books, quite right too. Hope this does behave better than the other ones. They've rolled reasonably well in the test plays that I've done with them, but it doesn't matter because that's not the ones we're going to use tonight, is it? We use our usual D6s. So, shall we have a go at our... Let's see how we get on with part 4 of the Secrets of Salamonis. I'm just trying to work out what happened last week when we did on Monday. I think we died again, probably. I can't even remember where we are, to be honest. It feels like it's been weeks and weeks and weeks ago. Oh, looks like we're about to fight something, by the looks of things. We gone back? We died again, and did we go back? Yeah, 219. Yeah, we did. We died, and we were going to go back to 120, I think. Which I'd said was back in the city. That's right, I remember now. Yes, so we died 3 times. Which is enough for anybody, let's be honest. And I think the question is, it does sound like fun. I'd be tempted to come next year if we're getting more people from on here coming. Well, exactly. So you've got Steve, James, were both there. Very nice to meet both of them finally. A few other people, Ken, obviously, Jonathan. Hopefully by 2026, which is probably the next one, we'll have a few more people, because I'm going to do some other people's books, and hopefully get them on stream, get some of their friends along as well. We'll just see. It's organic, you know. It's the way it grows. It's just the way we grow. We died, and you said we had to go back and get better stats. Yes, I did. And what I suggest you do is one of the following things. Either take smaller jobs. So you've got the whole list of jobs that can be done. The other thing that we can do, presumably, is maybe get trained up with that guild master, if we can find out where that was. Ratapillar again. Silver wants the Ratapillar again. You just love going down to the guts place, don't you? You just love it at the guttery. So yes, there's obviously might be able to do it next year. Oh, there, yeah. It's probably the year after, because I think it's every 2 years again now. So we're talking 2026 probably. Next year at the same time will be Tabletop Scotland. So I think we'll be doing that. Can you do the Ratapillar more than once? Right, it doesn't say not to. It doesn't. I think you can just do these as many times. It's pretty open world. It doesn't say not to. So I think we can with no problems whatsoever. So currently we've basically reset. Our luck is at 6. We have 10 provisions. We have 0 Sala coins. We have 10 gold. We have 8 initiative. 8 skill, 12 stamina. And 2 Amanor at the moment. We have a city map, a trinket, a short sword, a set spare clothes, low. What's his name? Longbeard's Legends of the Windward Plains, Adventurer's Permit, Holy Symbol, Brass Ring, and a token. Every time we encounter a pig's head in the text, we're allowed to roll 1d6, and if we get 4 to 6, we recruit somebody else to go and work at the guttery, earning us 2 Sala coins. Also, we met Juliana Valesto at some point, and we've not encountered her again. So if we need to, we can go and speak to her at some point. Oink, oink, indeed, Jan. Oink, oink, indeed. I was watching the VOD back the other day on YouTube, and I'm sure you said initially that you could only do each quest once unless it's specified. Did I? I don't know. I just thought we could just do them as many times as we like. It doesn't say, because of course at the beginning of this it's all... I wish we had the... I wish I'd made a note of the Adventurers Guild. It was quite a low number though, wasn't it? I mean, 120 is actually... But it's what takes us to 120. 369... That's in 369. Let's have a quick look at 369. 369, the Goose Track 1. You were met at the door to the Adventurers Guild by the Grizzly Guildmaster. You're back then, he says, as you proudly show your adventurers permanent. Yeah, oh, okay. So I wonder how we can train. Ah, right. Kath, you are, it's on the instruction for the quest. You are quite right. You are quite right. Take a look at the illustration opposite. On it, you will see a list of available quests with the job number next to each one. To embark on a quest, turn to the section that is the same as the number that has been allocated to that job by the Guildmaster. Please note that you may only attempt each quest once, unless expressly stated otherwise in the text. Aha! So, we've done 9. We've done 9 and we've done 282, so there's lots of other ones we can do. Pest control at King Salomon's mine. Solve the mystery of the screaming sky. Collect cauldron weed for the witches of Dree. Obtain the horn of the black unicorn, or bring Cardinal Zinn to justice. Let me just double check these. Number 9. Yeah, okay. I don't know. We'll just see. That was it. Yeah, it just happened to watch it the other day. Fair enough. So, what would people like to do then? Remember, if you're stuck and you have access to it, the list is in the Discord. So, we could go pest control, screaming sky, cauldron weed, horn of the unicorn, Cardinal Zinn. What do you fancy? Didn't somebody also mention we should do Dree, although I still fancy the mines? Black Eunuch Horn, says Jam. So that's Silver and Jam, both Eunuch Horn. What do you fancy? I should be on the options like that. Options page. Options. Unicorn, says Steve. Excellent. That's 3 for the unicorn. I'm going mine, says Kath. Quite fancy the mine, says Nathan. Okay. So that's 3-2 at the moment. Isn't it bad luck to kill unicorns? Possibly. It depends. Perhaps this is this is like maybe this is like black elves. They're evil. This is an evil unicorn, and therefore we need to get the horn. He's got the horn. He's got the horn. What level should I make my NPC fighter? He's a tiefling age. He's a tiefling, age 56, named Rodney. Oh yes, I remember saying that. I don't know. What's your range? If he's 56, is that good? Or Dave? Yes, Rodney or Dave. Hello, Dave. 5? No typecasting. So level 5? Is that level 4? I don't know. I need to know a range. It's beyond me. Nathan and Kath might have a better idea, or James, or Steve, or anybody else who has played anything beyond D&D, anything beyond Fighting Fantasy books. Much earlier than me. Two things are the demonic ones. Ah. So Cat's asking. Any more for any more whilst we're waiting on... Whilst the D&Ders and the gamers in the chat have come up with an idea for silver. Anybody else would like to throw their oar in? So we've got Silver, James and Steve 2 going for the black unicorn, and Kath and Nathan going for the mines. Any more for any more before we move on? I will give you another 30 seconds and then we'll go from there. I've not played D&D for years. We used to play MERP, which is a D100 system. We may have to set a D&D thing up at some point. Via Discord or via Discord or something. I know Jason's keen to do something. I know Silver's keen to do something. I think my Lord of the Rings gamebook is based on MERP. He's a warrior, lawful good. He's a sergeant in the Royal Navy. He's been in a war with pirates and has a broken horn and a prosthetic tail. Not sure if I spelled that right. Doesn't matter. He is very shy about his tail. Aww. Cool. Well, 56 isn't too bad an age. It's called Middle Earth Quest, Mines of Moria. Ooh. Right, well, if nobody else is adding in, then it's a 3-2, and we're heading on the quest to obtain the Horn of the Black Unicorn. 437. Well, you guys can suss that out whilst I read this. 437 then. It's going straight past the page. I wish Ken would come on this stream sometime. Maybe it's too late for him. Is he a man? I imagine he's a man who's in bed by 10 sometimes. But yeah, it'd be quite nice if he did pop on one day. Anyway, obtain the Horn of the Black Unicorn. Are you sure? Challenges the Guildmaster. That would be no minor undertaking. Indeed, it would challenge many a seasoned adventurer, not least of all because of where it will take you. If your Aminor score is 16 points or higher, turn to 305. It's not. Turn to 281. We may have to change our minds on this. Alright, there we go, yep. So he's saying, no, it would be impossible for me to let you attempt such a quest, the Guildmaster says, and nothing you can say will make him change his mind. Maybe when you have a few more successfully completed quests under your belt, so if you'd want to attempt this quest later when your Aminor score is high enough, you may select that option again, but for now turn to 180. So 120, so we need an Aminor score of 16. So I'm going to write that down. So, Horn quest, Aminor of 16 plus, and then it will be 437. Fair enough. Right, so 120 then it is, and would people like to do the mines instead? Let's go to the mines. It's even more likely to kill us than the caravan. Yes, I think so. It sounds like it, doesn't it? Let's go to the mines. Let's go and see what we can find in King Salomon's mines. 165. You know about King Salomon's mines, don't you? The Guildmaster asked without waiting for a reply. It lies in the hills north of the city. Trouble is, when you start digging around underground, it's only going to be a matter of time before you disturb something that would have been better left alone. Do you know what sort of pests the miners are having trouble with? You ask. No idea. It could be anything from ratmen to rock grubs. Who knows? Mind you, if you're planning on heading underground yourself, it might be wise to visit the bazaar before you set off. Might get a miner tour. That's very true. If you want to head to the bazaar to equip yourself for the task ahead, make it into the number 273 on your adventure sheet. And then turn to 400 if you'd rather set off for King Salomon's silver mine straight away, turn to 273. What do you want to do? Like the warden in Minecraft, yes. Indeed, good. Silver's doing the dings for us tonight, that's fine. Or badumtish. Yeah, let's not find a Minecraft warden. Or a Ravager with a summoner on the back. Those are not great. The warden's so terrifying. It is. Do you wish to go to the bazaar and equip ourselves? We have 10 gold. Or do you just want to get into it? So, bazaar, yes or no? Yes, says Silver. Yes, says Steve. Yes, says Nathan. Yes, says Jam. How bizarre, says Original Steve. Oh no, I can't even call you Steve. Oh my good lord, I can't even differentiate with Steve and Steve B because you're both Steve Bs. Unbelievable. I'm going to have to start calling you EV again. Hopefully no son of David Van Day, bloody dollar. No, hopefully not. David Van Berger Van Day. Right, we're off to the bazaar. Teresa not included. 400 then. Oofed. Right, yes. I go by Stevie B sometimes, if that helps. Yeah, well, that would work. We'll go Steve and Stevie B. That would work if you don't mind. Oh, right. 400. There's a pig. We must roll. See if we can get ourselves some Sala coins. See if we can get another willing slave for the old guttery. Right. Blue or purple? Blue or purple? Blue or purple? First choice. Binny and Steve. Silver's going blue. Binny and Stevie. Yes, first place. Blue, right, blue it is then. So, we want 4 to 6, please. It's a 2, right, no good. No staff today, I'm sorry. There are all manner of stalls set up within the bazaar, selling everything from astronomical equipment to zodiac readings. Looking around, you make a mental note of the items you think could prove most useful to you now that you're a full-blown member of the Adventurers Guild. You may buy as many items as you want, as long as you have enough money to pay for them. Whoa. Right, so we bought provisions previously, and that was lovely. So, what do we want? Here are the options. In fact, it's across 2 pages, but these are the primary options. An ancient treasure map, 6 gold pieces. A bag of salt, 2 gold pieces. A basilisk skin boots, 10 gold pieces. Beeswax, 1 gold piece. Mind your own beeswax. Can we hide if the taxman comes after us again? Well, we've got a permit now, so we should be all right. We've got our we've got a token. Why are blankets so comfy? Bow and arrows if you can, they are useful. Copper armband, 2 gold pieces. Empty bottle, 5 Sala coins. Length of rope, 2 gold pieces. Medusa grass, 12 gold pieces. Nose plugs, 1 gold piece. Old lamp, 3 gold pieces. Potion of luck, potion of skill, potion of strength. Provisions and Shazarian ale at 3 gold pieces. So that's what you've got. Depends if it's a statutory right of entry. Treasure map, treasure. That's 6 gold. 6 gold though. Kath, 6 gold's an awful lot. I mean, at the moment we've got a city map, a trinket, a short sword, spare clothes, the Book of the Windward Plains, our adventurer's permit, a holy symbol, a brass ring, a token, and 10 provisions. So we've got nothing important like, I don't know, lengths of rope, nose plugs, a lamp. You know? Possibly beeswax, I don't know, bag of salt. Potions. My juicier grass. We've only got 10 gold though, Jam. We can't have juicier grass. Do you like dark fantasy? Is that a proposal? It depends. I've not read. I barely read at the moment. I should read more, but I just don't. What sort of dark fantasy? The ale? 3 gold coins, again. What do we fancy? Who says we should buy rope? Didn't we decide the lamp was the kind you rub, not the kind you use as a light? Possibly. Possibly. Could have a genie in it. We've got some ideas for a horror fantasy. Ooh. Silver would like rope. Who else would like rope? Anybody else want rope? Rope, yes or no? Horror is good. Yes, Jam would say horror is good. Steve would like rope. Excellent. That's 2 for rope. Rope is probably good, says Nathan. 3 for rope. That sounds like Scooby-Doo saying nope. Rope? I don't know. Fantastic. Good, right, well let's get some rope then. So we'll have a length of rope. The only thing is, it doesn't say how long the length of rope is. It could be like, a metre. Have you played Ravenloft? It's a horror D&D setting I played at uni a lot. Oh, nice. Your book offered us so fast, we only got 30% in it. Actually, John, that's a good question. That's a question for you. What book would you suggest I buy of yours first? And can we play it on stream? Do we just start off with Paranormal 1? Or what's best? What would you say is the best way forward? I like... I take it all in my stride. But I'm tish. Do we wish to buy anything else whilst we're here? Do we want to buy the lamp? Do we want a bag of salt? We have 8 gold left. Nose plugs. See, nose plugs. Now, did Steve not do nose plugs previously? For gas and that. I'm just always, every time I see nose plugs, I wonder about having a set of nose plugs. Do you want any potions? They're expensive, but we could squeeze one in. Still want the treasure map. Well, it's 6 gold. We've got 8 left at the moment. Ian used them in Forest of Doom. There we go. Thank you, Steve. Stevie B. That's right, yes, you got them from the Astronomer's Tower. What would you use the salt for? Killing giant slugs? Possibly. Or putting a ring of salt around you to protect you from demons. Spicing up your provisions. Little Susie salt, bit of Peter pepper. There is the Shazarian ale as well at 3 gold. So that sounds salty. Or should we just go? Do we want anything else? Does anybody else want anything else? Is anybody else in agreement with anybody else as to wanting anything? Okay, like a circle of protection. Yes, exactly. So you could still afford the ancient treasure map and the bag of salt, or the ancient treasure map and 2 beeswax, or a copper armband, or 4 empty bottles, or 2 nose plugs. Let's go. We can have a little money on the side. Fair enough. And everybody else happy with that then? We've got some rope. Anybody else want to desperately buy anything? We can come back to the bazaar. Is it vampires you're supposed to be able to confuse by throwing salt and they have to count all the grains? Yes. Allegedly. So it is believed to be. Take the rope for the moment and let's go. Right, let's go then. We're going to go to 273. Off to the mines we go. You still want to save up for the armour, don't you? Yes. Treacle, 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 treacle. Off to the mines we go. 273. We are the treacle people. We are the treacle everywhere. The mines. We can do skipping with our rope. Yes, we can. Lulu, skip to the loo, skip to the loo, my darling. The mines do not lie far from Salamonis in the hills that form the southern border of Trolltooth Pass. We need that to be a bit more safe. Yes. Yes, we do, definitely. All approaches to the area are patrolled by the Salamonis soldiery, and your journey passes without incident. Sometime later, you find yourself approaching the main entrance to King Salomon's mine. The place is busy with miners, including dwarves, as well as humans, with carts being loaded with ore and rubble. You confidently stride up to the half-ogre, who appears to be in charge, and wave your adventurer's permit at him when he asks what your business is here. You here for the pest control job, then? He asks. Do you answer yes? Or do you reply no? Are we here for the pest control job, yes or no? Yes, says Silver, of course. Yes, says Nathan. Yes, says Jam. Yes, says Kath. Be honest. All right. Well, that's 4. That'll do us, I think. Nobody else has said no. So, 313. You're here for the job, Governor. Yeah. Ah, no. Interesting. Okay. 313. Oh, that's a relief, the half-ogre replies. Oh, they've shut down production in the West Galleries, and none of the mines want to work down those sections whilst they're still down there. You ask the half-ogre foreman what they are. Oh, didn't they tell you? Rock grubs, of course. But brave adventurers like you will make short work of them, I'm sure. You just need to enter the mine there, and he points to the entrance before you. Take the first left, then it's left again, and then take the first right. Just bring back evidence of anything you dispose of down there, and you'll get paid 1 gold piece for each one. If you wish to enter the mine, turn to 441, or if you've had a change of heart and want to return to Salamonis and the Adventurers Guild in hope of picking up a different job, turn to 375. So, are we in? Are we in? Are we going? Are we diving into the mine? Yes. Seems light wage. Let's go in, okay. I mean, that's one per, so it could be... I mean, if we get 3, then there's 3 gold pieces. It's better than nothing. Let's go! Alright. Let's do this thing. Yeah, we can kill some rock grubs. They don't sound that scary. As long as they're not like the silverfish in Minecraft, then that's fine. 441. You meet a rock grub, it chews your face off. Oh, and Death Trap Dungeon has got that giant rock grub that eats your face off. If you kill it, and then you crawl into the hole, and then you meet its mate, and that eats your face off. That wasn't a small thing, that was huge. The one that pops out, yes, you read out of the pit, they're quite... Yes, exactly! I would imagine the ones in Death Trap Dungeon was huge. The main tunnel into the silver mine is broad and tall and shored up with solid supports. It's very well made and you feel safe as you head underground. You do not need a source of illumination. Thought I heard something. Maybe it's a rock grub. I just bought a copy of Out of the Pit today. Ooh, nice. I don't have a copy. Don't think. No. You do not need a source of illumination either, since flickering lanterns are positioned at regular intervals. Handy, because we haven't got a torch. Providing you with plenty of light to see where you're going. You pass miners pushing carts of ore before them, and you cannot have travelled more than 100 metres when the tunnel branches. You can hear voices and sound of pickaxes echoing from the right-hand tunnel, but nothing from the one to the left. Do you wish to take the branch to the left, or the branch to the right? And what did he say to us? Did we note it down? No. Left, left, right. And I want to buy a copy of Titan as well after I get paid, of course. Yes, yes. Yes, the centipede thing that ate us, Kath, that's right. I think I managed to get a copy of Titan. A really dodgy copy of Titan out of a charity shop. I think he signed it for me, actually. 3 to head left. I mean, it would be nice to get decent copies of these things, but to be fair, I'm just happy having a copy, you know? I really... I've been slowly torturing a centipede for 98 days. It's on its last legs now. Ah! But I'm just pulling one off a day, is it? Doink. Doink. But of course, it's a misnomer that caterpillars or centipedes have 100 legs, because they don't. They only have about 30. And the millipede does not have 1,000,000. See, that's worthy of one of yours, Nathan. Right, we're going to go left then. 109. As you proceed along the left-hand branch, it begins to slope downwards. Water drips from the ceiling to pool in the uneven rock floor of the tunnel, and rather than being lit by regularly spaced lanterns, burning torches illuminate the way onwards from here. Eventually, you reach another junction. Neither of the tunnels that continues from this point are lit, so you lift one of the torches from its wall. If a centipede, what did a precipice? A sheer drop. Oh dear. Yes. It's in the breaking up of the words to make the... Yes. As you're considering which way to go, you fancy you hear distant footsteps coming from the right-hand passage. This time do you wish to go left or right? Technically it should be left, because that's what we were told. Lift, lift, says Silver. Left. Left. All the lefts. Well, that's 2 lefts. Don't make a right. Left, left. Sorry, I'm getting... No, you're fine. Absolutely fine. I know it's late. It's late for you. What's that, 11:30? Three lefts then. No, nobody is saying anything else. Let's go left then. Just getting cocoa from my Tasman. Very, very nice. $3.95. You descend still further, and as the tunnel corkscrews down through solid rock until you finally arrive at a rough-hewn circular chamber, leading off from it are 2 tunnels, but you notice that some strange markings have been chiselled into the rock above each tunnel entrance. The angular shape etched into the rock above the left-hand tunnel looks a bit like a skull. The one above the right-hand tunnel looks like a sort of jagged fang. What do you want to do now? Enter the left tunnel? Enter the right tunnel? Retrace your steps to the last junction? Or retrace your steps and leave King Solomon's mines completely? All together now. Leave King Solomon's mines. Right, says Silver. Well, that's what the guard told us to go. Right, says Kath. Right, said Kath. Cop a load of this thing. It's a wall, this wall will have to go. Right, said Nath. Even with it all down, he was getting nowhere. And so we had a Tassimo, cup of coffee, tea, chocolate, cocoa. Charlie and me got talking, and then we decided to walk in. If we get the tune down, we let the bugger through. Alright, said French. Right, said Salino. Excellent. In which case then we'll go off to the right. 394. Oh, that's just back one page, Jonathan. Back one page, you say. 394. Ah, okay. Guess what? It's a rock grub. Exactly. And so we had a cup of tea. Charlie and me talking. Right, as you proceed further along the tunnel and head deeper underground, going underground, you notice that the walls appear less chiselled and more chewed. You're just wondering whether you should turn back when your flickering torchlight reflects from the polished shell of a huge grub-like head that is possessed of a massive pair of mandibles powerful enough to cut through solid rock. You have no choice but to draw your sword and defend yourself. The rock grub has a skill of 7, a stamina of 11. Don't go down to rock grub. Skill 7, stamina 11. We have got a skill of 8 and a stamina of 12. So we have one better. So we're up one before we even start. Right. The old die. Tell you what, let's try the new green ones. Wow. You take up it says they do sound scary. Right, here we go. 8 for us and 8 for them. That's a win for us. 9. $11 for us and 11 for them. That's a win for us. 5 versus 8. Ouch. That's a hit for us. Not so good. 11 for us and 9 for them. That's a hit for us. That's good. 9 for them and 11 for us. See, these are good. These are rolling well. These are rolling well. I like that. 4 for us. Sorry, 8 and 8. It's a win for us. Hopefully the last one, of which we will win. 7 versus 3. Yes, a palpable hit, sir. Most defiant, dead, and indeed dead. And away they go. Fair play, fair warning. If we do play D&D, I will play a rogue pirate. That's good. Got no vegan milk, sorry. Well, that's fine because I tend to like to be a highwayman. So, if you win, turn to 161. No, we did. Although, 1 gold coin for 1 massive head like that, as Jam has said, is pretty shitty. Never mind. A gold coin's a gold coin. Severing the rock grub's head from the rest of its disgusting body, you secure it to your backpack with a piece of twine before setting off back up the spiraling tunnel to the junction where you thought you heard footsteps echoing from the passageway to the right. Do you wish to follow that passage now and see where it leads, or do you wish to leave the mine? Am I a dandy one? Well, I used to be. So scared of easy fashion. These clumsy boots, pick-a-boots that people think are so dashing. So what's the point in robbery when there's nothing worth taking? It's hard enough to tell a scruff the big mistake he's making. Follow. Jam wants us to follow the footsteps. Follow the leader. Yeah, let's have... Ooh, okay, 3 for follow. Fair enough. Any more for any more? Loving the soundtrack of the moment so soon as I don't know. This one is I've been trying to get hold of the copyright free stuff because they keep hitting me with them. Oh, it is Zelda Lo-Fi Beats. I might have to jump. Let's leave that for a minute, because I don't want to get slammed with copyright ban. And they cut out. What they do is they actually mute it. So I'm sorry, I may have to jump on to finding something that's more fitting, I'm afraid. As much as I would love to do it. When I fix my stream, then I will quite happily play anything. I played that one. Come on, I'm trying to find some more royalty-free stuff, which is what we tend to use. So we have the tavern music. Not played this one for a while. No, that's a different one. That's only half an hour. Let's go for this. So we're going to all follow the footsteps and head off down the right-hand tunnel. So 182. Okay, that's odd. Why has that jumped? Let's start at the beginning, please. Thank you. Crazy people. Right, sorry, 182, that's where we're heading off to. You follow the sound of footsteps along the tunnel, but without managing to catch up with whoever is making them, and then the tunnel branches once more, but now you can't hear any footsteps. When you take the left-hand branch, the right-hand branch, or retrace your steps, left, L for left, R for right, or L to leave. Do a heck and investigate. Yeah, once I fix my, so I need to sit down and spend a bit of time fix the stream, because at the moment I'm having to play the music directly from YouTube, and I can't just mute it like I would normally. So you can have it playing, but on the VOD it gets muted. It doesn't work quite the same way, so I have to play around with stuff. See what happens. Kath would like to go left. Yeah, so left or right? Trace, what do you reckon, left or right? If we're going to have a wee nib, if we're going to have a wee gander, a wee look-see. Left. This is amazing. Cool. That we can do. Look at the spine. Look how much of this stuff is rubbed off already. It's what, 3 weeks we've been playing? As bad as the other ones. Awful. Right, so people want to go left. Okay, let's go have a wandering in King Solomon's Mines then, 241. That happened to mine as well. Oh good, I'm glad it's not just me then. I was getting really annoyed because I've got more of them. But these are the first ones. The original ones didn't do it, it's just these newer ones. But I'm hoping they'd fix that and it was only just those ones from 2 years ago. They cheapened out in their gold leaf. They certainly did. Sweaty hands. Well, that's the thing. I'm barely holding it. Never mind. Anyway, as you hurry along the tunnel, you do not hear the footsteps again ahead of you. But as you enter a rough-hewn circular chamber, your torch illuminates something sitting in the ground. It looks like a ball of messy white fur, no bigger than a large cabbage. But at that moment, disturbed by the light, the thing shakes itself and stands up on 2 hairless feet. blinking its mismatched pink and orange eyes as it comes to. Suddenly fully awake, the strange creature opens a huge mouth and gives such a voice to a booming howl that you would have associated with something much larger and more dangerous. The howl makes you jump, and as you are caught off guard, the jib-jib, for that is what it is, tears off into the darkness. When it stops howling to take a breath, you hear the fleeting footsteps again. Do you wish to set off after the jib-jib, chasing the fleeting footsteps, or do you wish to quit the silver mine and return to the entrance? So F to follow, L to leave, basically. Are we, It's the only Scholastic Final Fantasy book it's happened to that you own. Footsteps, jib-jibs are harmless. Fair enough. Well, so that's both of the 2022 books. So both Ian's and Steve's have done that. In fact, yeah, it's all over my bloody fingers. Gold on me, man. Gold. Follow. It's that thing that had the dark crystal, yeah. Right, that's in which case then that's what we'll do. We're going to follow the jib-jib and see where it goes. So it leads us 261. Back on the old plus 20, taking us hopefully in the right direction. You soon lose sight of the running jib-jib and it stopped howling, so you've no idea where it's gone. Turn to 85 now. Oh well. That's that then. Lost in King Salomon's mines. Air to wander until we die. Eventually the tunnel curves around and joins up with another, probably the one from the other branch you didn't take. They become one tunnel again that soon ends abruptly on the side of a vast natural fissure in the rock. The crevice is spanned by a rickety rope bridge. Holding your torch high, you can just see that it's linked to another tunnel mouth on the other side. Standing on the other side of the bridge at the entrance to the other tunnel, you can just make out the figure. It is a man. He has a dishevelled appearance and a hunched posture, and he appears to be shaking. Do you wish to step out on the bridge with the intention of approaching the shivering man, or do you wish to double back and follow the tunnels that brought you here and exit the mine? Shh, don't tell Jonathan we cracked his numbering system. I first noticed it in Howl of the Werewolf. you were on... Did you pop into Ken's stream yesterday, Steve? I thought you had. And that's again where I mentioned the fact that it's plus 20, keeping you on the right path. Ken says, how did you know? I said, I've done 9 of his books now. It's fairly straightforward. Yes, but after you mentioned it. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. So, are we crossing the bridge? Are you watching back on YouTube today? Brilliant. Brilliant. You don't fancy trying the bridge, Kath? He might have COVID. Well, that's possible, he might do. Isn't that God rest you merry gentlemen there? Yes, it is. A dark, ambient, medieval version. Go to the shivery man. So that's two for one. So two to go. So man or leave. So that's 2 for the man, 1 to leave. Kath doesn't want to go across the bridge. We have a coil of rope. We have a length of rope. As I said, it could be 1 meter long for all we know. It could be 20 meters long. Who knows? Shivery man, says Steve. All right. Beware the Judder man. Who remembers that advert? Mets. What was it? Mets. Stuff. Kind of like Moscow Mule. But it's kind of sort of schnapps-based alcopop. I know how long the rope will be, just not quite long enough. Twice as long as half its length. But I'm dish. Oh, Nathan. So true, so true. Right, looks like we're off to see the shivery man, I'm afraid. Sorry, Kath, we're going to brave the bridge. 112. And it's at the bottom of the page, so hopefully that doesn't mean we're going to fall off. You're about to step out on the bridge when you see the flickering torchlight glint from the blade of a knife in the man's hand. "Stay away!" he shouts, as he takes the knife to one of the ropes holding the bridge up. Is that the answer to how long's a piece of string? You change your mind pretty quick then, but you are not out of danger yet. An ear-splitting, shrieking sound suddenly echoes from one end of the crevice. It's such a horrible sound it makes your heart race, and your own limbs start to shake. Do you have some beeswax?
Yes.
Told you. No, they didn't buy the beeswax.
Yes, they did.
They didn't buy the beeswax.
Yes, they did, along with kumquats and sledgehammers.
There was no kumquats to have. Hello.
Yes, there was.
Hello, my darling.
I bought them. Yeah. I'm going to bed.
Okay, no.
Neat, neat.
Bye-bye.
Sleep well.
Celia says, "We did!" No, you didn't. We did, and she bought it for us. Fine. Guess what? You've just lost a gold piece. Beeswax. And you're down to 7 gold. Amazingly, the beeswax teleports itself into your pocket and 1 gold piece magically disappears. It's as if the shop was magic. 154. Told you should have bought it. I did point it out earlier, but you weren't biting. Don't know why. Nobody listens to me. Hurriedly taking the beeswax from your backpack. Yeah, Amazon. Next hour delivery. You break off some small lumps and push them into your ears. As you become deaf to all sound other than that of your own thudding heart, you feel relief wash over you, but then the source of the dreadful sound makes itself known. Turn to 175. Ooh. It's going to be horrible, isn't it? Beeswax! Don't forget to mind it. Mind your own beeswax. Flying along the chasm towards you is a swarm of hideous creatures. At first glance they appear to be fish with sharp piranha teeth, but they are carried through the cold cave air on a ragged bat-like wings. What is even worse is that their eyes are milky white as if blind, and you can see their bones through torn parchments of skin where the scales are missing. They are the shriekers that are feared by the people who live in the borders of the Toll Truth Pass. These guys. The shriekers, you know, these guys, shriekers. Where does that come from? What's all that? Why is that there? Shriekers. Yes, the very ones. Horrible things. Horrible things. They were in Tremors too. I like Tremors. Tremors is a silly film. They are feared by people who live in the borders of the Toll Truth Pass, for whenever the screaming starts, bloodshed and madness are sure to follow. Sorry for slow response, multitasking and whilst making a No, you're absolutely fine. Startling and terrified by the appearance of the foul undead horrors, you do not feel that you can take them on, and so there is only one option left to you. You must flee. That's the clip for your YouTube stuff. I've already made that. I've kind of done some. I might be able to clip it out. I should go back and go. However, as you do so, the shriekers swoop down on their rotting wings and try to take chunks out of you with their viciously sharp teeth. Roll 4 dice. The total roll is equal to or less than your stamina score, which is currently 10, by the way. 4 dice. I mean, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 10. Let's do them one at a time, shall we? 5. That's not very good. For God's sake. Well, we're fucked. Useless. I don't like those. 3. 8. Those are for combat. These are for decision making. Right? That's what I'm telling you, okay? 8, it's less than 10. Congratulations, 195. Oh, look! 20 higher. You fear driving you onwards, you manage to keep ahead of the flock, and as soon as you reach the better lit tunnels closer to the entrance, the Shriekers break off their attack and return to the darkness. But you don't stop running until you're back outside and bathed in sunlight. Turn to 214. Whew. It's all go, isn't it? You emerge from the mine once more, blinking at the bright sunlight that greets you, and if you killed anything whilst you're underground and brought back its head or tail as proof, turn to 233. Well, yes, we did. The half-ogre foreman catches sight of you and beckons you over. You've been busy, he says, smiling. He then takes a purse of coins from his pocket and counts some of them into your palm. The foreman will pay you 1 gold piece for every head or tail you've collected. Gain 2 Amanor. So after the beeswax, we got a sum total of naffle. I'm afraid so. We're back up at 8 gold pieces. But our Amanor is now up at 4. So we're a quarter of the way there. Bidding the half-ogre farewell, and with your purse a little heavier than it was when you arrived at King Salomon's mines, you make the return journey to Salamonis. You arrive at the North Gate as dusk is falling over the city, move the wheel of the week on 1 day, and turn to 383, which takes us to Sea Day. This is Sea Day. I haven't got my rubbers in the bag still from in the living room. Oh well. We'll just note we're on Sea Day. Sea Day, 383. It's time you got some much needed rest and recuperation. If today is Fire Day, turn to 253. No, it's not. If not, turn to 403. Perhaps we've got some money, so and we could go to the guild. I don't know. Can we go to the guild? 403. If you're a member of the Ventures Guild, you have the right to rent a room at the guild for the night. Board and lodgings at the guild will cost you 2 gold pieces, but you will be able to restore up to 4 stamina. Pointless, because we're only 2 stamina down. Again, it's possibly the hotel for 1 gold piece. We can stay at the half-darn sock. It's comfortable. We will regain 2 stamina points. Or again, we can sleep on the street for free, but it will cost us 1 stamina point. When you've decided what you want to sleep, deduct the appropriate number of gold and make the related adjustments to your stamina score. If today is Wednesday, turn to 465. If today is Sea Day, turn to 450. So, what are we doing? Do you want to spend 1 gold, get our 2 stamina back? Spend 0 gold, lose a stamina. Pointless paying 2 gold for 4 stamina when we don't need to. We could eat a provision for that. Much rather eat a provision. In fact, that's what we could do. What we could do is sleep in the street, lose a stamina, eat a provision, get back up to full strength. Save our gold. Think logically about this. Street, says Silver. Kath wants to stay at the Holy Sock. Tramp it up, says Steve. Fair enough. And as long as we make sure that we eat a provision in the morning, that'll be fine. That works, says Kath. Good. Alright, well that's what we'll do then. We will sleep on the streets. We will lose our stamina, taking us down to 9 for now. I do need to go and find that rubber. It is Sea Day. Yeah, it makes sense, I guess. It is Sea Day, so we're going to turn to 450. If we survive the night. Well, yes. Very true. Let's see what happens, shall we? Okay. You are woken before dawn by the most terrible screaming, and for a minute you imagine portals to the nether hells have opened and disgorged a demon plague into the world. Although the horrific sound sets your limbs shaking, you nonetheless find yourselves drawn towards it. Entering Titan Square, you begin to wonder if your initial supposition was correct, for you can see hideous creatures that are neither fish nor fowl, but some grotesque combination of both swarming around the square, attacking the city guard. Shakily drawing your short sword, having just eaten a provision. 9. Stamina. 12. Having just eaten a provision, you run to join the guards in their battle against the horrors, but as your first light of dawn breaks over Salamonis, the strange swarm turns and flies away northwards, the creature's hideous shrieking fading into the distance, until all you can hear are the groans of the injured and dying, and the sobbing of terrified people. As the rest of the city starts to wake up, a delegation of concerned citizens, including merchants, market traders, minor nobility, guildsmen, and guardsmen, makes its way to the Temple of Azrael, the goddess of love, and demands an audience with Archbishop Caliban. You tag along, sensing adventure is at hand, and listen from the back of the great cathedral as a heated debate rages at the other end of the vaulted space. Turn to 478. Ooh, intrigue. Alrighty then. These attacks have gone on for far too long, declares a merchant, a middle-aged man with a neatly trimmed grey beard wearing opulent silk robes. The people of Govan have endured attacks by the Shriekers for months now. Could it be the work of Could it be the work of Zarad and Mar? Asks a concerned noblewoman. Or maybe the demi-sorceress Balthus Dyer. I saw the Shivery Man just before the Shriekers attacked, pipes up a grizzled guardsman. You saw the Shivery Man in Salamonis? Asks a man wearing the waxy-stained livery of the Candlemakers Guild. I've heard it said that whenever the Shivery Man appears, the Shriekers soon follow, mutters the merchant. Ooh. Then we must hunt down and kill the Shivering Man, a noblewoman declares, and the crowd joins in with chants of, Kill the Shivering Man! Kill the Shivering Man! No! Archbishop Caliban's voice suddenly cuts through the chant of the crowd. I too have heard tell of this Shivering Man, and rumour has it that he is cursed. It is not his fault that wherever he goes the Shriekers follow, for that is all part of the curse. He seeks only to be cured. But whenever anyone gets close enough to him, help him, the Shriekers drive them away. We must show compassion, or we are no better than orcs. That is what a Lady Azrael teaches. Or, so rather than killing the Shivering Man, we must find a way to cure him. I believe I might know a way, comes a voice from amongst the silenced crowd. It's old Healing Hands, who you first met on the boat to Salamonis, but I will need help. Is the Shivery Man the Melty Man's nemesis? Possibly, yes. Give him a hot water bottle. Bless you, my son, the Archbishop says. Who else amongst you will aid this noble soul in his quest to cure the Shivering Man? Before you can volunteer, another voice comes from among the assembly. I will. It's an ancient dwarf with a long white beard. And so will I, you cry, for why not? Turn to 471. So old Healing Hands, the old red dwarf. It's the guy we saw on the other side of the bridge. Yes, that's exactly who it is, Cat. The old Judder man. And so it is that 2 hours after dawn you are standing in Titan Square with Healing Hands and the grizzled dwarf veteran who introduced himself as Longbeard. Funny that. Not the Longbeard who wrote Legends of the Windward Plains, you exclaim. The very same, replies the dwarf proudly. Quick, get your book out, get it signed. This is all well and good, interrupts Healing Hands, but if we wanted to complete our quest and reap the rewards that no doubt await us, we need to know where the Shivering Man is hiding. I thought you knew how to cure the Shivering Man, you said pointedly. I think I do, replies Hans testily, but I don't know how to find him. I thought one of you would be able to help with that. Longbeard shakes his head slowly. I'm afraid I've no idea. What about you then? Hans says, addressing. Do you know where the Shivering Man could be? If you think you know the location where the Shivering Man could be, turn the name into numbers. Oh, for God's sake, Jonathan. Turn the name into numbers using the code A equals 1, B equals 2, all the way through to Z equals 26, and then turn to that section in the That is the same as the total. If you do not know where the shivering man might be, or the section you turn to makes no sense, turn to 406 unless you have the spelling special skill, in which case turn to 386. We have no special skills, because we've not been to the gym. Now, surely it should be Salamonis Mines, or Salamonis' Mine. Now, it just so happens, because I did this, bear with me, let me get my copy of Arkham, because I've got a table there, which I wrote out after we'd played it for Ken's stream, so that I knew where we were going, because I'm that sad. Okay, so the table is where? Where's the table? The table is there. I need something to put in its place. Let's put the Gamer Club card in there. That's for next week. Right, so now, would it be longbow or light crossbow for my tiefling? Light crossbow, because he's only a small lad. It would make more sense that he probably carries a light crossbow. This part of the book messed you up for days and you've already forgotten the correct location. Well, I presume it's King Solomon's Mines. As in the spelling on page 120. King Solomon's Mine. So KingsalmonMine. King Salamon. Oh, Salamon. There's no I. Okay, so where are we on that page? So we are there. I'm going to put that down for a second. So, okay, I've got all the numbers here. He's a medium-sized human, so yeah, I reckon crossbow as well. 11, 1, 14, 7, 19, 1, 12, 1, 13, 15, 14, 19, 13, 9, 14, 5. Oh shit. $168, I reckon. So, let me check and see. Nope. Damn it. What if we took... If we just go Solomon's Mine, because this is what Jonathan did before, it's only 2 words. 1, 2, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 23, 33. So took 33 off that'd be 135. Nope. It's not just going to be mine, is it? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 31, 41. Nope, it's not mine either. Any ideas, anyone? I mean, I know the number of the page where it was, but it's not exactly helpful, is it? Mines. Saw them in the mine, yes indeed. Try silver mines. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, okay, I'm just going to quickly check 60. Ooh, right, but 60 is close, but it's not quite nice. So silver mine, silver mines. So I-N-E-S. So 19, 5, 14. I is 9, 13, 18, 5, 22, 12, and 9, 30, 145. Oops. Nope. Oh, silver mine. Let's take 19 off that. So 15 will be 130. 126 will be silver mine. Is level 12 too high for an important NPC? 126, yeah, I'm going there, Steve. I think he could be hiding out in a silver mine in the hills in the north of the city, you say. Well done. Then that is where we will look for him, he replies. Turn to 362. So the answer is silver mine. Silver mine 126. Well done. So that was 126 and off to 362. Well done, everyone. I think we got there. What level will the party be? Level 42, of course. 362. Living it up, living it up. I can feel it. That's 262. Is there anyone except the main baddie who gets their own character sheet? 362. The three of you set off, but you do not reach the silver mines until after Glantanka, the sun goddess, has passed the zenith. Standing at the entrance to the mine, you consider your options. We must not delay in finding the shivering man, Healing Hand says, eager to draw this quest to a conclusion. Mines can be treacherous places, Longbeard warns. I think it would be better if we had some help. If only I still had my dragon horn. Any dwarf who hears its call would know that another was in need of aid and would come to our assistance. Do you have a dragon carrix? No. If not, turn to 331. They were selling them, of course, in town. Healing Hands refuses to enter the mine. That's what you two are here for, he says dismissively. My role in this endeavour is to cure the shivering man and free him from his curse after you've found where he's hiding. So, you set off into the mine. with the legend that is Longbeard, the author of your favourite book, at your side. You spend hours exploring abandoned tunnels and galleries, and do indeed eventually catch up with the Shivering Man. But as you begin to guide him back towards the surface, the Shriekers attack. There are too many for the two of you to overcome, and although you fight valiantly, the undead flying fish eventually get the better of you and strip the flesh from your bones. You die, you die, you die, you die, you die. Dead. Yeah, dead. Sorry. My look of disappointment when you die makes me laugh. Ah. No, you didn't even get a chance for it. It's just because I want you to do well. I want you all to do well, and it's a shame. You got the location right. You did. You just are ill-prepared. You've let the class down, you've let the school down, you've let me down, but most importantly, you've let yourself down. That's quite right. Yep. I don't get what we did wrong. You're not prepared to go. Obviously, there's a lot more required. I'm all over the place. There's a lot more required. Flying undead piranha can be a real nuisance. Yes, they can. What happened, Kath, basically was that unprepared. What can I say? Should we stick a pin in it and come back to it another day? So we needed the dragon horn. Yes, so we probably could do with... I don't know. I genuinely... Do you know what? What we'll do, I think... Oh, got an itch. What we'll do is we'll leave it, we'll put it to one side, and we'll come back to it. Meanwhile, I will have a read through it and see if I can get a better handle on how best to proceed. The problem with this, it's not... I'm flagging, I only got about 5 hours sleep. So, well, there we go, that's fine. It's probably a good place to leave it for this week, then. Steve Jackson's books have always been a large puzzle. Exactly. So the point about this one, compared to everything else, is that Steve and John wanted to do a bit of world building. They wanted it to be a bit more open, a bit more non-linear, shall we say. So the point is that you potentially can do things over again. You can go to the guttery, you can earn your coins slowly but surely. The point is you start off with 6 skill, 12 stamina and 6 luck, the bare minimum. You're meant to earn money and Amanor to be able to up your points, go to the guild, train, get better, get stronger, buy armor, buy stuff, go on the quests, earn more money, and so on and so forth. So it's all builds up. It all builds up. And I think we've just kind of gone at it like it's an Ian book rather than a Steve and John book. I'm really enjoying it. I'm looking forward to coming back to it and maybe having another bash at in a few months' time. Not right now, but let's give it a breather, and we can come back to it and play it again. A bit down the line. Once I've had a play, because that's the first time I've had a go at it myself. So I've got nothing. I can't offer anything up. It didn't give us a chance. It was like it's C-Day, here's the end quest. Almost. It's obviously definitely a side quest. We'll come back to it. We'll have another go. Not right now, but down the line. I've got plenty of other ones. Dozens and dozens of books. Oh, actually, I forgot to say, the other book that I picked up... Jam, if you're still around, mate, can you let me know what is a good book to purchase from you as a starter to do on stream? Let me know which one you would like. us to do, and I will buy it. But I've got this, which is called Quad Portal. It's 4 short adventures by James Orcutt, who is also one of the volunteers who helps out at Fighting Fantasy Fest and also runs the bureau with Jonathan on the Friday night. I've not played any of these either. Get some lucky rolls. So my Rodney is level 12 with 98 hit points. Nice. So these I'd like to have a go at. I'm going to let James know we're going to do it. Hopefully he'll pop along as well, if he's available to do so. Yeah, we're going to give these a go. These are going to be quite good. Also, as I say, James, Jam, if you let me know which book you would. The Tavern of Gallow Hills is pretty good. Yes, but that's the what is it? Savage Realms one, isn't it? Is it better to start off with that one from the Savage Realms? You're writing a sequel to that, aren't you? As well, which is great. So I'm really looking forward to that as well. Cool. All right. In which case, then that's what we'll do. I'll buy that one. So we now know for next time we need to buy beeswax and a dragon horn. Yes, a phalanx. So we know what do you call them? Yeah. We saw it. We did pass by it. It was in the marketplace, and we went, "Oh, that looks good," and then we walked on. Like the ones that the Vikings were playing at UK Games Expo, the big dragon things. The Druids of Numa, or a small one, Paranormal Hero 1 or 2. Yes. So basically, any of your books. I mean, there's the thing. Does Alexa add beeswax and dragonhorn to my shopping list? Says Nathan. Yes. Yes, they all. I mean, the Druids of Numa does sound really, really good as well. I am going to get them. It's one of those things. It's just I haven't. Just because I've been waiting to see how money is and how much I spent. Although Lindsay's kind of wiped me out a little bit. Any except Malinka, it's explicit. Yeah, well, this audience can handle it. These guys can handle it. I don't have to put the VOD up. For the majority, everybody in here is a mature person. So, well, I say that. Can't necessarily count myself as being one of those. But it's all good. It's all good. So that's the plan. I will slowly start picking these up, and we will get to play these ones as well. Let's put Salamonis to one side for now. And I've got beeswax somewhere as well. It's in a box somewhere. My sister gave me some years ago for my didgeridoo. Because you meant soften it, put it around the top, and mould the end of the didgeridoo to fit your mouth better. Exactly. You may be 40 but not necessarily mature. Quite right. And I think that goes for all of us in this place. I'm immature and proud. Right on, sister. Paranormal Hero 3 will be kickstarted on the 1st of October. Some cracking pledge of rewards. I am definitely putting my name down for that one. For sure, my friend. For sure. It's going to be an expensive October between you and Ken. At least Jonathan's stuff's kind of dropped off. I don't know if anybody else gets. Physically I'm 43. Mentally I'm 12. Yeah. I'd somewhere around about 17, 18, I think. Well, I kind of said 21 for a while, but it's difficult to tell. Probably 15. Probably 15. Cool. All right. Let's call it there then, because it's 1:15. Early Christmas presents, as always. Shh. That's what the subs are for. So any sub money. How dare you say that so emphatically? Because it's true. Any sub money that comes through is just gets spent on books anyway. So it's all for the stream. And that's what we do it for. That's all I use the money for. I have the mentality of an 8-year-old boy. Are you sure? Maybe 10. That's why we all get on so well. Right, do you know what? Let's blow this stack for tonight, and thank you very much for dropping by. It's been great fun. I'm sorry you died yet again to something also equally hideous as the beast in the desert, but this time, hey, flying piranhas. That's a new one. Chalk that one up as one I'd never thought we'd come across, but hey, there we go. We've actually encountered. Do you know somebody did this book and said, I've no idea where the thing on the front cover came from. I don't understand what it relates to in the book. It's bloody there, mate. You obviously didn't get that far through it. So yeah, let's pick that up again another time. But for now, thank you. Join me again next week. We will do some more of the same. Am I restarting Monday streams? Not sure yet. Brains all over the place. I'm still trying to settle into the new routine with Jason and everything. Work is sorely lacking, and I'm also trying to do a course, Python programming stuff, just because I want to. So I'm just trying to work out how to juggle it all around at the moment. So I will work out. If I stream, I stream. If not, but we're definitely coming back here on Thursday. We'll maybe have a go at James Orcutt's book. If not, Dying Notwithstanding, that was fun. Good, I'm pleased. As I say, failing that, we will. There are books around we can start. Plenty of things we can go back to. Ollie's Threat Law. We can go and crack that one open. And we'll see how we go. Also, it was lovely meeting Ollie again, as always. Jam's a good friend of his as well, and knows him really well, better than I do. Ollie's books, yes. Well, of course, he's currently writing. He said. We've joked about the fact that he says, I'm writing. I said, no, I didn't mean that. I just meant, we're looking forward to it. If there isn't at least one Monty Python Easter egg built into Python, I want my money back. Well, let's hope so. But let's see how we go. Yes, if you do like what you're seeing, then as always, if you're watching us on Twitch, give us a follow. Please do sub if you want to, but there's no requirement to do it. Drop me a coffee if you like. Ko-fi links there. Failing that, if you're watching this on the YouTube, please do give us a follow. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you know when the next VOD's going up. Yeah, join us next week for some more of the same. But for now, thank you very much, everybody. It's been delightful. Lovely to be here again. And yeah, let's do it again next week. All right. But for now, take care, guys. Look after yourselves, and